China just pulled an espresso shot of pure disruption. Kimi K3 and GLM-5.3 are now steaming within arm's reach of America's best models. Later, OpenAI drops a revenue rocket with GPT 5.6 Sol, then shows off image gen magic so clean it makes Photoshop cry. Wait till you see how the background just poofs away. The Takoder's Frontier Radar No. 4 drops a bomb. Western labs aren't just losing, they're being outbrewed. Distillation is the alleged culprit, but guilt or not, the espresso machine is clearly Chinese-made now. Let's unpack this. Kimi K3 and GLM-5.3 aren't just hot, they're serving sips of dominance and benchmarks we can't unsee. Rumor has it they're grinding harder than OpenAI's finest, though no official numbers have been spilled yet. Here's the bitter truth. A model lead can't be defended when your competition is pulling triple espressos of innovation while you're still waiting for your decaf. The US might have built the first machine, but China just installed the turbo button. Evidence? It's in the steam. Chinese labs aren't just copying. They're reverse engineering the art of the model, like baristas who study every crema pattern to perfect their next shot. And judging by the froth, they're winning. But here's the espresso-sized plot twist. Even if distillation is illegal, the damage is done. The race isn't about ethics anymore. It's about who can make the most potent cup of AI power, and right now, China's grinder is running hotter. So what's the verdict? China didn't just steal our recipe, they improved it. Kimi K3 and GLM-5.3 aren't just competitors, they're the reason you'll be picking between espresso shot speed or French press depth when choosing your next AI model. If you're investing, don't just chase the foam, check the beans. Kimi's edge? Speed that'll make your coffee break feel glacial. GLM 5.3? Depth that turns a quick sip into an existential crisis. The real question isn't whether China won. It's what happens when the West tries to decaf their own models. Will they grind finer or just brew weaker? The espresso machine is hissing and nobody's leaving the kitchen. Bottom line, the AI lid isn't a trophy anymore, it's a shared pot. And if you're choosing your next model, remember, sometimes the strongest brew comes from the least expected cafe. GPT 5.6 Sol just went full Hulk smash on the AI economy. OpenAI's revenue popped 35% in Q3 like someone finally found the make it rain setting. Enterprise cash flow? Up a meteoric 50%, because apparently CEOs love paying $20,000/month to let their interns ask ChatGPT if pineapple belongs on pizza. Turns out, GPT 5.6 Sol isn't just a fancy paperweight, it's the comeback kid stealing Anthropic's lunch money. Ramp Data says OpenAI just won the API spending war for the first time since Claude went full woke and scared investors off, faster than a crypto bro seeing a red candle. But let's be real, this isn't a victory lap. It's more like a Hail Mary pass in overtime. Analysts are already asking if GPT 5.6 Sol is the new king, or just a fancy distraction from OpenAI's looming existential dread. Spoiler, Daddy Musk is probably drafting tweets about open sourcing it before the Fed prints $10 million in quantum bucks. Here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. GPT 5.6 Sol's secret weapon isn't its math. It's that it finally learned to flatter CEOs into silence while it quietly burns through their GPU budgets. Yes, AI can revolutionize your industry. Proceeds to ask for a 10x raise in compute. So is this the real deal or just OpenAI's version of a pump and dump? The charts say bull market, but our crypto-addled brains whisper. Remember when everyone loved Google Glass for like 5 minutes? One thing's certain, if GPT 5.6 Sol can make NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang blink first in a staring contest, we're all doomed. Final verdict, GPT 5.6 Sol is the Tesla Cybertruck of AI, ugly, overhyped, but somehow making money while burning rubber at 3 a.m. If you're still using Claude for your side hustle, your wallet's about to file a restraining order. GPT Image 2 just went full Houdini, vanishing backgrounds like it's in a cyberpunk photo booth. OpenAI dropped transparent support through the API, and suddenly your AI art doesn't need a backdrop to flex. The magic's in a single parameter. Toggle it and the model bakes alpha channels straight into generation. No post-processing circus, no Photoshop acrobatics. It's like asking a chef to plate your food without the tablecloth. Conventional background removal? That's now the awkward cousin at the party. GPT Image 2 eats manual masking for breakfast, lunch, and whatever's left of dinner. This isn't just a shiny new toy, it's the end of the fix-it-in-post era. Want to place your AI-generated llama on a rocket? Done. Needed floating over a bankruptcy notice? Also done. The catch? It's in preview, so treat it like a beta tester with a pulse. But if OpenAI keeps this momentum, we're one update away from AI art that doesn't need a canvas at all. Verdict: GPT Image 2's transparency feature is the sleeper hit of 2024. It doesn't just cut out the background, it cuts through your workflow like a lightsaber through wet toast. So next time you're stuck with a distracting backdrop in your AI art, remember, GPT Image 2 just got realer than real. The future isn't flat, it's transparent. Models aren't just getting smarter, they're becoming Swiss Army knives, text, images, revenue streams all bundled tighter than a hype cycle. GPT 5.6 Soul proves OpenAI's betting big on specialization, while GPT Image 2 nukes legacy workflows with background-free art. Remember that lead story? Yeah, the future's already here, it just forgot to knock.